All right, we'll see if we can get this to work now. I've got another iPad at another rink using the same software, but streaming to a different location. We'll see if we can get this to work. All right, now it looks like we're live. So we've got our clock straightened out, about 13 minutes left here in the first half. Forrest Lake up 1-0. Palazzari behind the net. Man, you missed all my words of wisdom here earlier. That's unfortunate. Forrest Lake stops that puck behind the net. And we got about 13 minutes left, so our clock straightened out. Face off in the Forrest Lake zone. Forrest Lake up the near side. They work it up quickly. Now a 2-on-1 coming back. Shot, that goes high and wide. Brownlow battling here along the near side. Tim Payne can't hang on to that. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Rochester has to tag up. Now they're on the forecheck. Tim Payne in for the battle. He's behind the net now. Al Geyer here on the near side. Now up to the point. Vance Hansen firing that into the zone. Forrest Lake just fires it down on the boards. We should have an icing here. Solak in on that face-off. Forrest Lake fires it down again, and that just misses the net for an icing. Solak in for this draw. Gustav's out there. Shot by Joey Graham. Tipped high into the netting for another whistle. Graham gets that puck first. Solak now back for it. He loses it in the corner. Graham chips it behind the net. Solak picks it up. He rings it around to the far side. Drake is there. Battle along the far boards. Solak picks it up, fires it up off the glass, and doesn't quite get it out. Forrest Lake dumps it back. Grambo's there. Near side, Gustaves. Out of the far side. Truella dumps it in as Rochester gets a full send change. Forrest Lake coming down now, splitting the sea of Century players. Palizari is there. Jocelyn bats it to Weidrich. Can't get it out of the neutral zone, and Forrest Lake comes back. Palizari's there. He continues the ring. Now at the top of the point. Now behind the net. Centering pass. Too many men in front and just not able to gather that puck up. Forrest Lake winning the battle behind the net and getting it out front for a simple one-timer. Forrest Lake wins that draw. They come down the near side, weaving their way into the zone. Now behind the net, Vance Hansen loses to Forrest Lake. Forrest Lake gets it back to the point. Now off to the far boards, now to the near side. Forrest Lake turning it back very quickly after getting that puck in the neutral zone. Rochester plays it up to Gavin. Gavin trying to chip it to Boston. Can't get it out. Loose puck picked up by Vance Hansen behind the net. He gets it up the boards to Boston. Boston tries to go far side for Gavin. Boston leveling a Forrest Lake player there that came through the slot. Loose puck, race for it. Now we got a 2-on-1. Weidrich and Weidrich. Oh, shot, score! Ethan Weidrich firing that puck from the far circle. So Ethan Weidrich coming down, and of course he wouldn't pass to his brother. He decides to fire it. He must have seen something and got that past the Forrest Lake goaltender to get us on the board. Forrest Lake wins that ensuing faceoff. They come down, fire shot, Bohan steers into the corner. Centering pass, Forrest Lake trying to wrap around. Shot. Bohan's able to shoulder that behind the net. Rochester almost able to chip that to themselves as Frank here tried to get it, but Forrest Lake picked it up. Loose puck, shot, save, Bohan. Tim Payne coming down the boards. Joey Graham chips it up off the glass and down. That won't be far enough for icing as Nolan Frank goes on the chase. Loose puck, stolen. Rochester picking it up. Shot by Tim Payne. Leg save, Forrest Lake. He fires one directly into the bench. Must not like his coaches. Face off in the Forrest Lake zone. That gets flung all the way around here. Jocelyn is there. He's not able to hold it. Rochester turning it up quickly. Turnover in the neutral zone. Drake Waters picking it up. He tries to fire it to Solak. Solak dumps it all the way down. Forrest Lake stops it behind the net. Drake Waters on the forecheck. Forrest Lake's able to chip that deep. Now to the far side. Vance Hansen, puck is loose in the slot. Battle for it. Hansen throwing the elbows like it's a bar fight. Referees have the players apologizing to each other and blowing kisses. Face-off's left to Bohan. Weidrich goes forward with that face-off. Collins coming down. He gets manhandled. Expect that to normally be an interference during the season. We'll see. Forrest coming back now. Loose puck in the high slot. Shot. Bohan's able to glove that. 3:40 and counting here in the first half. Not many whistles, so at least here in the last few minutes. And it is run time.
3:30 now remaining in the first half.
Face off. Team's battling for the puck. Truella down there. Joey Graham stepping up. Backhand to the near side. Rochester picks it up. They chip it up and out. And out to the near side. Forrest weaving through a Rochester sea of bodies. Truella picking that up. He dances. Throws it to Boston Collins. Forrest again skating through the Century team. Joey Graham picking that up in the high slot. Now he's able to get a full stick on it and he chips it out. Forrest dumps it. Bohan stops it behind the net. Truella's there. Truella the near side. Lent can't hang on to it. Shot high and wide. That rings around the far side. No icing. Rochester getting a full change. Far side. Rochester's throwing a puck on net. That's intercepted. Now coming back in the 2-on-1 again. Pass to the middle. That floats up off a stick too high. Solak coming back the other way. Coming back in the middle. Drake can't hang on to that. He tries to get it back to Solak. Solak throws it behind the net. Palazzari now down low. Gustavs taking his spot in the defensive blue line. Forrest changing. Gustavs turning it up. Pass to the near side to Palazzari. Just taps in zone. Solak chasing. Forrest with a head of steam. Moving it up quickly. That goes in the near side boards. They throw a puck towards the net. That goes in the far side corner. Now it's to the point. Near side D. That's tip. A little bit of pinball there. That shot got deflected off of Vance. Bounced off another player or two, and then got past Bohan on the far side. 50 seconds left here in the first half. Rochester wins that draw. That's off a stick, though. He's got to be able to hang on to that. Almost bounced off the boards in front of the net. Vance Hansen to the far side. Turnover in the slot. Forrest looking for it. Gavin Weidrich chipping it up the boards. That's blocked. Boston can't keep that on his stick, and now we got a whistle, or not the horn, sorry. Got the Weidrich boys down there. Got the foil on today. All right, I'd flashed this up earlier, but apparently we were connected to the Bantam AA stream. So anyway, let's flash up our sponsors this year. These are our gold medal sponsors, if you will. The ones who paid for the highest sponsorship package. Thanks to you and your companies for supporting Century JM Hockey. Boys are all swagged up and looking good here this season. All the support you provide goes to apparel, it goes to equipment, it goes to sharpening stones, it goes to Sparks rings, it goes to extra laces, it goes to food between games on road days, all sorts of stuff. So again, thanks to all these businesses for supporting Century Hockey. And again, there are a lot more beyond these, but these are the ones who paid the highest packages here this year. Second half starting here momentarily. Lots of exciting things here planned here this season. Again, this is our first kind of weekend of action. Team games will kick off here next week as your Panthers hit the road on Thursday of next week. Game number 1 of the season. Gavin Weidrich spins and fires that down. Ethan Weidrich on the chase. Boston Collins on the far side. Forrest jumping off those boards, moving it to the middle. Rochester converges and they turn that puck over. Now Trella behind the net. He spins. Out of the middle. Ethan Weidrich coming up the middle now. He's got Boston on one side, Gavin on the other. Gavin almost getting that puck. Boston walking in, fires a shot high and wide. Ethan now centering that. Turnover, Boston, shot. That's steered to the far corner. Defense throwing that back on net, loose puck. Ethan can't find it. Loose puck. Forrest Lake now to the near side. Now to the far corner, Palazzari can't handle it. Or he does handle it, then he whiffs on the pass. There's a trip. Oh my God, there they go. Oh, he got it. Oh.
Okay, Jean Bakes, good luck to the girls. Megan, I did get your message too.
All right, face-off will come all the way down the Forest Lake. We got our clock synced now. We got 24 minutes left in this half. Forest Lake wins that draw. They bring it all the way around to the near side. That gets by Hodge. Forest Lake coming down 3 on 1. Save, Bohan spreading the legs. Doing the old school save there.
Richley.
Forest Lake coming down 3 on 1.
Finds some space.
Forest Lake player stopped that with his skate and then fell. Hodge coming down now. He's cutting to the middle. Back door! Goal! Nolan Frank! Hodge picking that puck up and dancing down the ice. Frank, F2, drive into the net. getting that rebound goal, bringing the score to 3-2. Forrest Lake ahead still. Nice goal by Frank, driving the net. Loose puck, picked up by Joey Graham. He hits Solak in the middle. Solak chasing it down now. Forrest Lake goes D to D to the near side. Turnover. Gustavs forcing that play behind the... Joey Graham steps in front of that cross ice. He finally dumps it down. Gustavs behind the net. Solak in the far corner. Back to Gustavs. Centering pass. Just misses Drake. Joey Graham now to the middle. Now to the far side, Truella. He plays with the puck too much and turns it over there as Forrest Lake dumps it back. Joey Graham up the boards. Drake Waters is there. Forrest Lake holds it in, throws it into the near side corner. Joey Graham is there. Now up the near side. Gustavs with the puck. Gustavs 1-on-2. He decides to dump it. Up the near side. Boston College stepping in front of that. Fires a shot. Glove save. Forrest Lake's goaltender hops all over that rebound. Ethan Wiedrich chips that back to Jocelyn. Jocelyn fires a shot. Rebound. Bounced in front of the Forrest Lake goaltender. Ethan Wiedrich couldn't get to that. Forrest Lake wins that draw. They bring it around to the far side. Over there is Dom Palazzari. Dom spins. Nice little move. Still being hounded by Forrest Lake. Forrest Lake turnover coming down now. Coming down on Jocelyn. Backhand. Bohan with the save. Rochester wins that draw. Hansen behind the net. He gets up the near side boards to Tim Payne. Brownlow chase. Forrest Lake quickly moving it through the middle. Now Rochester coming back through the middle. Hatcher Hodge spinning behind the net. He chips it to the point, held in. Oh, that was so close. So close. If my zoom was any better, I'd be able to get a better sight on that. My eyesight's terrible. If I squint really hard, I might be able to guess. Face off outside the zone. Forrest Lake wins that initial draw. They do a nice job working it back to the defense. Spread the ice out here a little bit. Gloved by Tim Payne here on the near side boards. Forrest Lake picks it back up. Hodge chipping that to the far side boards. Forrest Lake walks into the zone now. They spin, fire it back. Bohan with a quick save. Another save, two saves. Hansen behind the net, throwing his weight around.
Shootout works it around one. Gets down low to Hool.
Centering pass. That's off a Forrest Lake stick. Now to the near side point. Get in that lane. Tim Payne. Oh, Brownlow, bad pass. That's just a setup pass there. Forrest Lake picking that up in their zone. Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Forrest Lake dancing. Losing the puck at center ice. Pick it back up, crossing the blue line. Coming down, shot up off Bohan's shoulder. Up into the netting for another whistle.
Shift change. We got all 5 new ones out there.
Face off left to Bohan.
Melberg, Ruder, and Chipper.
Solak in for that draw. Truella. He gets it up to Drake. Drake loses it. Truella chipping up the boards with Solak. Solak can't handle in the middle. Shot goes wide. Forrest Lake chips it up to the point. Now across the blue line. Shot, that's blocked by Drake Waters.
Down low to Richley. Richley trying to catch up to it. Gets cut off there by a couple Rochester.
Graham picking it up. Rochester trying to quickly move it out of the zone. Drake Waters on the chase as Forrest Lake cycles it to the far side. They chip it down now. Palizari on the chase.
Other pitches him off on the board.
Drake Waters. Sorry, Joey Graham. And we'll have a penalty here for roughing. Maybe on Palizari. Not sure. Can't tell. Looks like it. So they'll make those guys go off the ice. Switch lines.
.50 end running here in the second half. It's 3-1-2. Rangers on top of Rochester.
Face off to the left to Bohan. Ethan Wheat.
Cross check right in the face mask.
He's been doing it all day. Gonna have to have a conversation with him.
Right off the draw there, penalty again. Here comes
another face-off here as Forrest Lake wins that. They fire a shot that goes off Vance's skate. Picked up by Vance, goes behind the net. He gets cut off.
Slows things down, Richley. I'm sorry, Bailey now.
Rebound shot.
Ref thought he had it covered up.
Got a whistle here.
Face off to the other side.
Your mic is fading in and out.
Yeah, we had to plug in when we're doing the phone mic.
Palizari in the corner. He gets dumped.
Try not to crowd Patty.
Rochester comes out of the defensive zone. Nolan Frank gets it deep. He chases it behind the net. He's got 2 guys on it. Forrest Lake moving out quickly, coming down 2-on-2. They dump it behind the defenseman. Palizari's there. He chips it to Algier. Jocelyn picking it up now. He backhands it. Lent gets bodied. Frank, shot. Goaltender steers that into the netting. .15 minutes left here in the second half. Face-off won by Rochester. Truella can't get that shot off. Forrest Lake coming back. Gavin Wiedrich on the back check. Forrest Lake shot, rebound.
Pick the side here. Here comes Rochester.
Ethan Wiedrich gets his pocket picked as Forrest Lake regroups in their zone. They flip it up. Turned over. Boston Collins walking in. Like to see him shoot that right there in that slot position. Forrest Lake coming down now. Another 2-on-2. Good back check by Boston. He gets it near side to Gavin Wiedrich off his stick. Now on the far side, Drake Waters chasing. Big check on the near blue line. Hodge stepping up, 1-on-5 now. Hodge picks it back up here in the neutral zone. He gets across the red and dumps it all the way down. comes all the way around the near side. Hodge pinching from his defensive blue line position. Shot by Gustavs. Turnover. Gustavs trying to get that in. He gets the puck taken away. Turnover here on the Forest Lake blue line as they regroup. Foul on the near side. That bounces off the boards. Drake Waters able to disrupt that rush into the Rochester end. Forest Lake dumps it down. Hodge picks it up behind the net. Hodge up the boards. Gustavs. Forrest Lake comes down, fires a shot that goes just wide, bounces off the boards. Tim Payne there, he tries to chip at the Solak. Now up to Hansen. Hansen fires a shot. That's high into the netting. Jocelyn's able to hold that in. Puck rings around to the far side. Brownlow is there. Forest Lake chips it up. Now to the near side. Rochester's able to chip it out. Allgaier takes that away. Turnover. Tim Payne can't get a stick on it. Squirts into the near side corner. Allgaier chasing behind the net now as Forest Lake comes up through the middle. Turnover, Brownlow. Rochester trying to go cross ice. That's turned over by Forest Lake. Coming down now 2-on-2. Centering pass. Bohan with a big save.
Save made. Rochester. Albert.
Brownlow getting up near side to Tim Payne. Now to the far side. Allgaier's there. Turnover coming down now. One on no. Shot. That goes high. Forest Lake with a burst of speed coming down. Shot. That rings around to the far side wide. Tipped. Allgaier chips it up. Goes all the way down. Should be icing, and it is. 10 minutes left here in the second half.
10:45 in the second half. Here, there's that top three or two.
Boy, that ref's skates are squeaky. Did you hear that? The ref's skates are like torn.
Face off to the right of Bohan. Ethan Wiedrich in there for that draw. Gavin Wiedrich up to Collins. Two Forest Lake players hit each other, and Gavin throws that off the glass. Boston Collins is the first one there. Forest Lake now going D to D. Forest Lake chips it up. Joey Graham back for it. He spins, fires it up the boards. That goes in the Rochester zone. Forest Lake has to tag up. Joey Graham coming up now. I don't know why we try to get a single guy to skate through five. Let's move the puck. Rochester wins that faceoff. Shot from the point. Forest Lake goaltender steers that into the far corner. Vance Hansen chips that up into the zone. Rochester has to tag up. Gustavs on the forecheck. Forest Lake coming down now. Shot, that goes wide. Brings around to the near side. Now to the middle. Solak can't hang on to that pass. Rochester stepping up in front of that big cross-ice pass. Hodge dumps it down and chases it in the corner. Forest Lake now regrouping in their zone.
handcuffed a bit there.
Rochester now regrouping in their zone with 8 minutes left. Rochester moving it up the boards. That hits Solak's stick. He dumps it all the way down as Rochester goes off for a change. Dom Palazzari and Jocelyn exchanging the puck here as Jocelyn skates it up. He chips it down and chases it. Forrest Lake around the far side. Brownlow carries that in. Forrest Lake off to the near side here. Coming down.
Not getting it through the seat though. Pins it up.
Brownlow tying up the Forrest Lake attacker.
In towards the net.
Puck squirts to the front of the net.
In pursuit.
Jocelyn reverses it to Palazzari. Palazzari to the near side. Off of Nolan Frank's stick. You gotta be able to hang on to those boys. Rochester dumps it down. Lentz on the chase. Brownlow centering pass. Nolan Frank can't get a stick on that. Now Forrest Lake comes back.
Sheedow gets around one shot.
Shot, that's off a post.
Oh, way back. It was up.
Forrest Lake coming down now quickly, passing through the neutral zone.
Puts it in down low.
Joey Graham to the middle of the ice. He hits Boston Collins. Forrest Lake picks that loose puck up. They go up the boards. Boston now. He gets it to Benny. Gavin Wiedrich fires it. Now out to the point. Hodge walking in. Centers it, nobody there. Comes back out to the point. Hansen. Shot. Oh, it's tipped by Benny. Unfortunately, the wrong direction. He tipped it up, not down. Face off to the right of the Forrest Lake goaltender. 5 minutes left here in the second half. Gustav's back. Hansen. Oh, Hansen. This ain't golf, buddy. Drake Waters battling behind the net as Forrest Lake skates it out of the zone.
He's in there on first.
Centering pass, loose puck, goes to the near side corner.
Just center wide. Back to Hagman. Hagman shot. Wide left.
Shot, that goes far side right. Drake Waters is there. He applies the body. Hansen picks it up, scoots it to the middle. Gustavs. Rochester coming down. Gustavs. He gets bodied by Forrest Lake. Forrest Lake picking that up as Rochester's trying to back check. Legs are starting to get heavy here at this point. Gustavs chips it around to Dom. Dom now to the near side. Rochester flips it up. Bounces off the top of the glass. Stays in play. Forrest Lake picks it up as Rochester gets changed. Shot on net. Algar, that bounces. We almost got a little ping pong play there. That bounces up and hits a player on the Forrest Lake bench. So we get a whistle with 3.5 minutes left.
out front.
2-on-1,
Smith
Forrest Lake
shot.
coming down. They try to
Davis
center it.
stick. On the back door,
Rochester's
shot
able to
through
clog
traffic,
those
a couple
lanes.
times.
Shot goes behind the net. Loose
Shot
puck.
out the back of the goalie.
Lent. He takes a slash. Forrest Lake coming around the backside of the net. Loose puck in the slot.
Good. Tied up in skates. Now Hakel.
Forrest Lake comes out of the battle with it.
Almost got it back. Here comes Smith again from the blue line. Flips one in.
Shot.
Bolts up to his
Bohan's
side.
able to handle that.
Sorry, that was Smith again.
Truella's able to get that out of the zone as Forrest Lake's battling.
Down low.
And we got a hand pass. 2.5 minutes left here in the second half.
2:46. Remaining in the second half. Again, Rangers on top here. Blue line here.
Hope everybody was able to catch that. We were streaming on the Century JM channel here, but I had, for whatever reason, I had the Bantam AA game up and listed. So we got that switched over quickly. And we might have a few issues like that as we work through the season, but again, we'll do our best to keep these streams up and running for you. Give you our live Century JM Panther hockey live stream. Lots of chirping going on. Minute and a half left. Forrest Lake wins that draw. Puck goes all the way down. No icing. Vance Hansen there.
Ricker comes away with it. Near side. Corey cuts it off there at the blue line, or at the net. Hirsch gets in the net. Corey from his knees.
Shot from a
Puck's
terrible
off.
angle. Comes out to the point.
Reverse
Shot blocked.
Out front. That's Stella. Oh, he's hurting out front.
Vance Hansen taking one in the gut.
Vickery.
That's going to leave a mark. Hey, you got to sacrifice those sometimes. Good block.
Got him right. Looked like you got him right above the knee pad. Right inside of it.
And the bruises.
That's not gonna feel good.
47 seconds left.
46.
Face off in the Rochester zone.
Cito in to take the draw. Right up there in the back. Who gets it? Works it around down low.
Forrest Lake trying to center it. Loose puck in the slot.
Get a shot on it.
Puck comes to the near side. Gustav is there.
Gets it in down low.
Don Palazzari with 26 seconds left.
Cool.
He can't get that puck out. Now centers it.
Got over Peterson.
Near side Forrest Lake.
Peterson. 18 seconds.
17
left in the clock. Rangers
seconds.
up 3-2. Heavy offensive zone pressure for the Rangers. Peterson tried to center there.
Backhands.
Going
Gustav
home.
is there.
The wall by
He's able to chip it out with 6 seconds left. Forrest Lake just retreats back. Little spicy here at the end. Good little skate. Zamboni will come out, and we will come back on the air here shortly for the Mankato West game. So thanks for watching. We'll see you here.